What's good, YouTube? You already know who this is. It's your boy, the Ballin' J Money, and now I'm back again with another VR video. This video is going to be part 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Part 3 of my AimXR review. If you guys would like to see the first 2 of my reviews, click the link in the description for both of the videos. But this video, the reason why I wanted to do a part 3 is because I've recently looked back on those 2 review videos and I noticed that they were not the best quality and they were not the most advanced reviews that I could provide. So for this video, we're going to just get right into putting in my headset, and then we will show some gameplay. I'll give you guys the basics. I will show you guys how you can get better with the training shooting range and train yourself to aim better. I will give you guys the best settings, in my opinion, to use to set up your gameplay on this. And most importantly, I'll give you the most recommended ways to defeat your opponents. Now, I've done a lot of videos on, the secrets of how I get, 40 plus kills a match, the best of my ability. You can see that video also in the description as well. But most importantly, when it comes to a game like AimXR, it's no different from games like Veil or Contractors or Pavlo or even Hyperdash. Even every first-person shooter has one thing in common: aiming. That's the most important thing. If you can know how to aim in the virtual reality world, then you can make these games look easy, that can I assure you. So that being said, let's get started. Okay, so here we are in the AimXR home base. Of course, the home base is a combination of seeing yourself in the mirror on the right, all your friends that's available here on the friends list. Then you got the public servers. You got all the options in the settings, as well as your profile. And then you got everybody that is ranked within the top 100, regardless if it's global or if it's based on certain regions in our world, like Africa, Asia, Europe, etc. You guys look at my profile. I'm level 238 with this game with 42,000 plus experience points with 177 people looking at my profile. I got 73 karma points, and these are where I'm ranked at in the top hundreds. My best gun, the MP5, which looks like this right here. This is the MP5. And then of course, I got I'm in the top 60 for karma points in America. For level, I hit 95 in America. Worldwide, it's just mostly these weapons here. So this is your profile. Here you can see how many kills you made, how many matches you played, and my headshot percentage is about 15%. These are stats for weapons and stats for maps. So that's basically what this is, and then if you can see your name on here if you wanted to look yourself up. But this is the public server. It's a combination of different servers where you can either vote for certain matches and weapons, or you can just do all guns and the server picks the map for you. If you see this check mark next to the name of the server, that's the one where everybody can vote the map, the weapons, and if they want bots in the game or not. But if you got, let's say, one without the check mark next to it, then it would be strictly all guns. And then, I noticed I hit my camera, I'm sorry. There. So you would notice on here there would be like those without the check mark, like I said. So you basically got to understand that when you are choosing a server without the check mark, you have to accept whatever map comes next, and it's strictly all guns, no matter what gun you want, regardless if it's a pistol, a shotgun, or a rifle. So for settings, these are the settings I have set up on my end. We'll start from the bottom and work our way up. Of course, I have everything set turned on, regardless for kill feed and self and all that. I like to get this information to make sure to see how people are doing. I like to see my results when I kill somebody. So that's basically what these said. I have these turned on. For graphics, I like to have 120 for refresh rate, dynamic lighting turned off, 130% for resolution, shadows turned off, renovation. I think I type foliation. I put that on auto. I don't even know what that is. Model quality is very high, and scope resolution is very high. So this is what I have for graphic settings. You can go ahead and just pause the video, and you can follow these steps if you want to. For auto, it depends on the purposes. For this video, I have my master volume turned very low, and I have my chat off. because again, you never know what people say in these games, and they could say some very mean stuff, and I don't want to get no copyright strikes from YouTube. For comfort, I have tunnel vision turned off while moving, because when you're moving, you have tunnel vision, and that means you can't see from your left and right real well, so I have that turned off. Footsteps vibration, that's your personal preference. I mean, nobody can hear you if your footstep is, so that's your personal preference. I have that turned on just for the fun of it. I can turn that off if I want to, but I'll just keep that on. For virtual gun stock, I have everything set to default at 0. Regardless if it's the AK or if it's one of the MM4A1s, I have this set to 0. Why? Because with me having a gun stock, I got to make sure that my hands coordinate with not only the virtual gun, but a virtualate with this. But there'll be some more about that in the training shooting range I explain here and later. But that's basically what this is. If you have this set to 0, then you basically don't have no gun stock. You can set this to 1 to where you have just focus fully on the gun stock. But with this, I like to set it to 0 because it gives me more flexibility between with and without the gun stock itself. Turning, I like to put it on snap turn and just put it roughly between 1 to 10 for snap turns. I could do smooth turn, but with smooth turn for me, I get dizzy very easily because of how it's moving. So I like to do snap turns. It gives me better quickness to rotate and be ready to aim when I make that snap turn. For movement, I like to use the controller directions versus the head direction. And for my movement for the joystick, it would be my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand. If you want to use your dominant hand, you would select this one, which would be whatever hand you're strong with. But in my case, it's non-dominant. Okay? And I think, yeah, and an interaction, again, these are just, see, I'm not left-handed, so I turned that off. If you're left-handed, you have to check this. Realistic gun handling mode, I have that turned off because the trigger button would grab the mags, the slides, and stuff like that. I like to have the hint labels enabled, just for the fun of it. You don't have to have that on if you don't want to. Now, if you're just getting started with this, I probably want to have this turned on. And then lastly, in general, this is just basically focusing on your height. You could reset your hands up here. You can calibrate your height like this, and it'll automatically calibrate you. So since I'm sitting down, I have to turn this on every single time to make sure that my virtual body is standing up while I'm sitting down. So you definitely want to calibrate your height if you're sitting down. So those are the settings. Credits, simple. You just look at the credits, and it shows all the developers. Plain and simple. Tutorial, you basically go to tutorial, and you follow what the game says. And tutorial, I recommend everybody to use the tutorial for their first try because everybody's got to have a better understanding of the game. But just for the purpose of this video, we'll go ahead and get started in doing this. So we're going to hold down the X button, the left controller, and it'll give us the menu. The menu is going to show all the weapons and the tactics. The tactics is a combination of grenades, smoke grenades, and Molotovs, and you can get 2 of those. You can get 1 primary weapon and 1 secondary weapon. In my case, we can only select, for the training purposes, I'm going to select AK-47, and it's going to be right here. So whenever I want to pick it up, I use the button right here for the grip, and I grab the gun just like this. Then I let go of it to release it. I could drop it like this, and I could pick it back up. Just like that. Okay? Shooting, pull the trigger. Obviously. That's simple. Okay? So if I want to release the mag, I press the B button, mag comes off, and then I reload like that. Release the mag, reload, just like that. Reload, just like that. So I grab the mag like this with this hand, and I could just do that too. So you could either press the button, take the mag off, put it in, or you could take the mag and push the other one out just like that. Okay? So when, let's see, what's it? Using 2 hands. So for 2 hands, you got to use your grip hand to hold the gun like this, and now you got the gun holding with both hands. Then once you have the virtual hands touching, then you use your gun stock to make sure they're connected, and then you're ready to aim. Movement is the left joystick, of course. Jumping would be the A button, where you're jumping. So you can jump in this game. You use the right analog stick for snap turns, like this, like I'm doing here. Scoreboard, I would press the Y button, and that's where your scoreboard is. Menu would be the very bottom left button, where you can calibrate your height right here. You can change your settings. You could switch teams. You can look at your profile down here. You could change your auto with push to talk, or if you want to chat with people, you turn this on. So that's the menu in the game. So I want to choose teams. I like to choose, so when you choose a team, you could choose offense, defense, or auto assign. Me personally, I like to choose auto assign because I don't like playing with the same team every single time, even though a lot of these people like to be on offense all the time or defense all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and select auto assign. And if I want to use chat, I press down. For team chat, I press down the left analog stick. And then for right, I press this for the right analog stick. Okay. So now we're going to get into tutorial gameplay here. And let's do this. So when you play the tutorial, it's going to be all bots, and they're all easy bots. So of course I'm going to get a army of kills with this, because easy bots on here, it's so easy to where they'll barely kill you. So I know I'm going to get a lot of kills. How many bots are there? Oh, there's only 5. So let's see if I can get 30 kills in 4.5 minutes. I'll probably get I'll get a lot more than 30, I promise you that. Oh. And of course, if you get killing sprees, headshots, then the commentary will let you know. See, I would have been dead by now. But see, these are, like I said, this is a tutorial video, so it's easy to get kills against easy bots. Okay, there's my first death. Okay. So we gotta pick up the gun, aim, and shoot. Just like that. You can move, like I said, I'm moving around to their base. And of course, when you play against real players, they're not gonna play like this, I promise you. So that's why if I'm playing against bots, I'd rather play against expert bots. And I'll tell you, when you play against expert bots, they will not miss. See, he's shooting me. I would have been dead by now. I would have been dead by now if it was against expert bots. But this is basically the game. You play team deathmatch for about 6.5 minutes, and the one with the highest kills as a team wins. That's basically what you're doing. It's constant team deathmatch. There's no other modes besides this. There's no other modes besides team deathmatch. Which is okay for me because 6 minutes of gameplay is more than enough for me to have fun. So we were at their base, so let's go ahead and shoot from a distance. So you gotta see, I ran out of ammo, I gotta reload. And you seen how every time I ran out of ammo, it tells me to pull the lever. So that's where the hints come in. So if you're a rookie at this game, you might want those hints turned on. See, I like to have them on because I like to be reminded sometimes to reload without running out of bullets. See, I like to avoid pulling that lever. See, I'm doing it right now because I'm going against bots. But if I was going against real people, I would try to avoid. See, that's a good kill. See, I like to try to avoid running out of bullets because you definitely want to avoid that. It will slow you down when it comes to the reloading process. So it's easier to just get a couple kills in and just do that, what I just did. So simple as that. You just basically put the mag in the gun and you start shooting. Okay, so there is those kills. Now, you guys will notice when they're kind of glowing when they appear, that's called respawn protection. And respawn protection is basically you get unlimited health for as long as you're lit up in that color. But as soon as that color disappears, you no longer have infinite health. So the reason why they did that in this game is because it gives players enough time to grab their weapons and get right into the battle. I believe it's 3 seconds. I think they give you 3 seconds to get ready to fight, basically. They give you 3 seconds to get into the battle, and then after that 3 seconds, it's all about survival. So when you guys learn that when you play this game, you want to try to avoid going to their base as much as you can because of the respawn protection. Unless you're an expert player like myself, you just you don't provide pressure fire that much. See, See, I ran out of ammo. See, that's why you don't want to, you want to avoid run out of ammo. You see, that bot should have killed me. But I'll tell you right now, if I was playing against real players, I would not be standing here. So, okay, he finally killed me. But see, I couldn't kill him because he was in the, he was glowing. Like, you see how, if you saw my arm, I was glowing. See, everybody gets the unlimited health when they respawn. Everybody gets it, no matter if you're a good player like me or if you're getting started. Okay, there's the announcer doing the countdown on the last 10 seconds. And as a result, I got 73 kills. So as you can see, when I play against bots, it's nothing. So that is the tutorial portion of this game. So let's go back to the home. So you want to definitely use tutorial to the best of your ability to get better. So now if we go to shooting range, now keep in mind that what you just saw on my end with tutorial is very similar to single player. But with single player, you choose your own maps, and there's maps like Blizzard, there's Black Maze that kind of looks like Minecraft, then there's Legend, which is this map right here, Container, which is a bunch of containers. This is great for snipers. The Gallery, where there's a bar in the middle, and then the rest of it's like a lounge area. Gustavo, which is one of the least popular maps in this game, is kind of look like a terrorism home base. Aim, which is the one you just saw me in. Sandbull, which is another popular map, great for close range fire. And then of course the shooting range. And then last but not least, the arena, another good spot for snipers. And then the most popular map is the Frontier, which is like a western atmosphere. These maps are not real big, except for maybe 2 or 3 of them. But other than that, these are good maps to play on. You could choose the difficulty of your bots. You could choose if you want to have offensive bots or defensive bots. You can choose up to 20 total. So it could be 10 on 10, it could be 12 on 8, or it could be 0 on 20. It's up to you. You could change your timer on here. I like to set it to 6 because that's how much time you get in the main server. But you could play as much as... Let's see how much you can play. A lot of minutes just for one match. So believe me, you could get that. If you're an expert like me and you put this really high, you would get thousands of kills. Now, I want to warn everybody in advance. If you do this, you will not get credit for this. See, the reason why I got these numbers right here is because I'm playing against real players. You do not get these kind of numbers when you're playing against bots. It wouldn't be fair. So if you're playing on a server on here, for instance, and you see bots, you won't get credit for bots. So as you see, there's 4 bots. If you kill these bots constantly, you won't get credit. You only get credit for killing real players. Okay? Keep that in mind. If you're playing against bots, you get no credit for trying to get ranked with any of these weapons, karma, or level. You don't. So if you're going to play against bots, use bots to go against bots if you want to practice shooting. Okay? I want you guys to understand that. So, with that being said, that's what single player would look like along with tutorial. Now let's go to the shooting range. Shooting range is a great place to work on your shooting, of course, and also work on your calibrations. Now, for inventory customizations, which is an option right here, if I were to click start, it'll give me the instructions right here. But basically, I would grab an inventory and I could put it anywhere I want. So, as you see, I got the pistol ammo right here. Primary weapon here, primary ammo here, primary gun here, and I got the pistol here on the side. So you can decide where you want to position these weapons. You could put them up. You could put them up here. You could put them anywhere you want in this game. You could position any of this stuff wherever you want. You would set up 2 ammos, one for secondary, one for primary. Your primary weapon could be anywhere you want. 2 tactics, which in my case would be right about here. For 2 tactics, it could be 2 grenades, it could be 2 smoke grenades, it could be more tops, it don't matter. You could put your secondary weapon anywhere you want to. I like to put it right here on my hip. To me, that's a good spot for the pistol. So that's what the inventory comes into place for customization. For calibration, this is more basically on where you want to put your hands in the virtual gun. I'm not going to change mine because it'll mess up my hand position with my real gun stock. But you're basically going to position your hands to make sure that you line up with your shot. So if you want to have good aim, you definitely want to make sure that your virtual hands match up with your controller. Because if you don't, you will not get a lot of shots. So make sure you're in the gun angle calibration. Okay, make sure you're on that to make sure that your hands are in the right position every time you shoot. That's very important. Now back here, these are all the weapons and the tactics, as I mentioned. Again, these are tactics over here. All the secondary weapons are on the second row. A couple of the semi-submachine guns are down there. Primary machine guns are in the third row. Sniper, shotgun, and then this gun right here, which is kind of like, it's like a combination of the machine gun and sniper for this gun. So, but yeah, a lot of these guns, these are pretty consistent. Here's the Desert Eagle, which is a very well-known popular handgun. This is the Glock right here. Another one of the best pistols in my opinion because it holds the most bullets. There's the Beretta. Then there's the Beretta with the silencer. Here's the AP, or no, this is not the AP. I'm sorry. This is the P350. This is the P350. This one's the AP85, which this gun is a little bit more accurately than the rest of these guns. So there's those pistols. Then here's a submachine gun right here. Here's the FAMAS. If you guys seen my FAMAS videos, you can check those out in the description. Here's the MM4A1 with the silencer. And then here's the same gun without the silencer. Here's the AK-47. The MP5. This is the P90. And the M9 Uzi. Pretty good guns. I believe that's the M9 Uzi. Matter of fact, is that the name of the gun? Let me double check. I don't think it will say on here, but this is definitely an Uzi, as you can tell anyway. So when you guys want to work on your aiming, you got one of three choices. You can choose normal, hard, or bots, and you could do free play where you just keep on shooting until you're tired. Normal is basically these targets, and the targets go from here all the way down to the far end of the game, and then of course there'll be some targets popping up in the air. With hard mode, see, like with normal mode, they give you some time to shoot these targets. But with hard mode, you got to shoot these targets quick. So with hard mode, if you want to work on quick shots, you want to select hard. With normal, these targets stay up until you hit them. So that's why these are normal. So that's why you don't see these targets disappearing on their own. But with hard mode, they will disappear if you don't shoot fast enough. So hard mode is a great way to shoot quick. For bots, if you select bots, you see a bunch of bots out there. They won't shoot you. They're just going to look at you and aim at you. The goal is to try with bots is to get as many headshots as possible. If you see the 10 highlight on my screen, it's a headshot. If you hit their body, it's 8. You hit their feet, it's 8. So it's either 8 points for body shots, 10 points for headshots. And you get scores for a lot of these. All you gotta do is select score. You select the mode that you want to do, and then you click start. When you go to these, if you hit the middle, if you hit where the yellow is, you get 10 points. If you hit around the white, you get between 1 to 3 points. Black would be between 4 to 6, and then the blue and red would be between 6 to 8. But 9 times out of 10, if you hit the yellow, you're guaranteed to get 10. But the points on these varies on where your bullets hit the target. So you want to try to hit the middle of the target as much as you can to get high points here. Now I can tell you, like, if I were to select bots and I'm going to the score here, you could see that I'm number 5 with the MM4A1 on bots mode. See, I'm number 5 with that gun because that's the gun I have here. So as you can tell, I'm number 5 with that. And then for the pistol, I think I dropped my pistol already. So hold on a second. Let me grab a pistol. So if I were to get the Glock, for instance, the Glock, I'm ranked number 8 with just bots. Now, of course, if I were to go to normal, you won't see my name on here because I haven't done Glocks with this one. But with bots, I'm ranked number 8. So I had 470 points with the Glock. So this is a good spot to work on your aim and target shooting. You can also shoot these bells over here if you want. Every bell has a different sound. Listen. So as you can tell, every bell has a different sound. So you can shoot these bells if you want, or you can shoot these targets. It's up to you. Over here, there's nothing here. So just keep that in mind when you guys play AimXR. When you guys are here in the training, you either want to work on your calibrations and then work on your weapons and shoot your targets. So that's basically what the shooting range would be. I have quite a few videos in my playlist, which you can see down in the description with the rest of my videos, where you will see me try to get some scores in some of these matches. I did record some of them, and I gave a discussion about these in the shooting range in my other videos, but I wanted to give you guys this video so you guys have a better understanding. So hopefully you guys got a better understanding of how the shooting range works. So you can just go here, you could select the mode you want to do. If you want to do free play, then you can shoot as long as you want. You go with scored. If you can get in the top 10, your name would be up here with that mode. And all the guns are back here on the wall, of course. Alright, so that's basically what the shooting range is. So now as I go back to the main menu, I basically gave you guys a rundown of how to get ready to play this game. And I gave you guys some tips on the settings and what to do in the shooting range. But now when we get into some real gameplay against real players, I'm going to do the best that I can to not only get these kills up, but I'm going to give you guys my best tips on how to aim better while you're playing against real players. So we're going to find one that doesn't have the check icon, because I don't want to take so much time taking this gun stock and putting it into a pistol. Because like I said before, if you select one with a check mark, that means voting involved. And you'll never know if there's going to be a pistol match. But we'll go ahead and pick this map since it is strictly all guns. So we're going to go ahead and pick auto assign, and then we're going to get right into it. Okay. And there are bells in this map, and that's why you heard those bells. So without further ado, let's get into the action. So most important thing is, when you are playing this game, you gotta know to move faster. And in order to move faster, you have to point your gun down, you move faster. As you can tell, I'm moving a little bit faster going left to right. If I'm aiming, I'm a little slow. I might look a little slow when I was putting the gun down, but you guys can tell when I'm going back and forth, I'm not moving as fast like this. So I'm up, too slow. Here, faster. So you can kind of tell the difference. It's a great way to dodge bullets. So you gotta learn to dodge bullets as much as you can. You gotta learn how to shoot from a long distance too. Good shot. You gotta learn to shoot from a long distance as well, because a lot of these maps are long range shooting maps. So you gotta learn to shoot from a distance too. Like that. See, I got him before he got me. You can look at your wrist, and when you look at your wrist, it'll show how much ammo is in your gun, and then you can look at your health. So that's the only place where you can see your health. Now, this game does not have any health regenerating. So you're going to have to, that's why this is like a good survival game. Knowing how to kill while staying alive. So if you can do that, like I'm doing here, that's survival mode. It's basically killing them before they kill you, because there is no health regenerating. Okay? So you gotta learn to stay alive as much as you can. So I'm gonna go to their base. There's a target there and a target there. Got those two guys. You see it? I'm aiming down my sight on screen here. Oh, see, there's that. See that spawn protection. See, I couldn't kill him because he had that spawn protection. We got somebody in our base, but I'll kill him. No problem. So always keep in mind to try to avoid the respawn protection when you're going up against them as much as you can, because if you don't, they'll kill you every time. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get it, go back up here again. And let's see what we have over here. Sounds like somebody's got a pretty good killing spree. Now, usually every time I die, I like to look at the scoreboard to see where I'm at, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to play. We're going to try to not look at the scoreboard right now. Like, see, if I died right now, I would have checked the scoreboard. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play. Alright, so now usually when I'm in this map, I don't use the FAMAS, but I did that because the FAMAS appeared on my screen. Now, you can select, now, if you were to go back on the inventory list when you press this button, and you see those question marks, the question marks means that you'll get something random every time you die. And for me personally, I don't like to get a random tactic or a random weapon every single time. I like to stick with the ones that I want for that specific match. So you can select the gun you want, and when you select that gun, you'll get that gun every single time you play on that map. So you have to select your guns for each map. This map, I prefer this one. in a different one. Not this map. I would rather have like the MM4A1 or the MP5. But like I said, for the purpose of this one, we'll shoot with the FAMAS. The gun is your personal preference. It's up to you on what guns you want to use. You can choose any of the guns that you want. And if you do choose a gun, you have to wait until you respawn to change weapons. So you can only choose one gun per life. Per tactic, per pistol. Okay, he got me. Good shot. So, you see I got these highlighted in green because, well, I'm not caring about, I usually have this select to question mark. But see, I have this selected and I have the grenade selected. That means I'm going to get those every single time. See, this guy in front of me, he's got a P90, and it'll show on top of, as you can see on his ID. Now, if your teammates, it'll show their username and what gun they're using, but when you're playing against an enemy, you don't know who they are from a distance, and you don't know what gun they have. But when you're up close to them, you'll at least know what their username is. See, I seen his name because I was close enough to see his name. Good kill. So how'd I do? So it looks like I got 29 kills, 1 assist, 7 deaths, 29 points. So that's going to be added up to my this right here. So when you see the scoreboard, you see the K, the A, and the D. The K means kills, A means assists, and D's mean deaths. You get 1 point for every kill. Every kill is 1 point, and that adds up to, and your score is your experience points. So as you seen, I had, over 42,000 experience points because you get 1 point for every kill. Now assists means you had more kills on an enemy, but you didn't kill the enemy. So if I gave this guy damage, but somebody else kills him, then I would get an assist point. Now I don't know why the game is set up to where you don't get experience with assist points, but they just add that as a feature in case anybody wants to look at their assist numbers, I guess. But as long as I played this game, I haven't noticed any experience points added with my assist. Your final score is usually based on your deaths. You see, I got 6 kills, 6 points. So as you can tell, every death is 1 point, or every kill is 1 point, I mean. Now, you don't lose points on deaths, and you don't get extra points for assists. So that's how it basically works. So for every point you get, is going to be added to your experience points. And the more points you have, the higher your level gets. And I've seen guys that's got hundreds of thousands experience points because they played much longer than I have. See, I've only played this game since October of last year. And you guys seen, if you guys watch my recorded videos, it took me, let's see, October, this is March. So that means it took me approximately 5 months to get to the level that I'm at today. Good shot. So right now I'm at 13 kills. I got the most kills out of everybody, so that's good. And of course, you see your team scores over here on the left. The level balance is basically based on the levels. Of course, we're going to have a higher level because of me. See, like their highest level player here looks like a level 19. So it don't look like I'm playing some good players right now, but it's okay. You never know who's going to play and what level they're at, because I've seen a lot of guys that's like below level 100, and they can still get like 20 plus kills a match. So it's all about experience and knowing what you're doing. If you know how to shoot, then getting kills on here is easy. See, for me, I know how to play, so because I've 5 months of experience is all I need to get to the level I'm at today. Alright, so, okay. So, now as you see, my screen just went black. That means somebody threw a flash grenade and I got hit by the flash grenade. So, when you get hit by the flash grenade, your screen will turn black. So, anytime you might wonder, oh, did my headset turn off? No. Your screen went black because you got hit by a flash grenade. And flash grenades, if you know what it is, it makes you go blind. So, the developers thought, well, if you're going to go blind, just make the screen turn black. And it'll eventually come back to normal. So it gives, so you have to learn to defend yourself on flash grenades. What I like to do is I like to, if I'm hit by a flash grenade, I'll either fall back or I'll do rapid fire. So that's really the only time I do rapid fire when I play, is if I'm hit with a flash grenade, or I just fall back. Okay. And as you can see on my screen, if you guys notice, every time I'm killing somebody, you see what I did. It's right here. You see like who I killed, and if it's a headshot or not. If you see that white skull, that means it's a headshot. And then it'll also say what gun I used. So see, there was a kill, but it wasn't a headshot. So see, there's a kill there. It wasn't a headshot though. So unfortunately, with headshots, you don't get extra points for headshots. It's strictly 1 point per kill, no matter what kind of kill it is. It doesn't matter if it's a grenade kill, a Mortog kill, a pistol kill, it don't matter. You get 1 point for all kills. So always keep that in mind. The more kills you get, the higher your reputation goes. See, that's a headshot, you see the white skull. Now meanwhile, you see that on the left, my right, I see all the players getting their kills. So you can, that's why you want to have the kill feed in the settings. You want those turned on because you want to see who killed who. So you see, now I got killed, and it'll show on my screen who killed me. If you caught on to that, perfect. Now as you notice that, when I'm playing, I don't have the tunnel vision on. See, when I'm moving, I would not be able to have a good view. See, when you have the tunnel vision turned off, you'll be able to see all around this area. But when you're in tunnel vision, you can only see what's right here. So you want to have tunnel vision turned off for sure. Especially if you want to go over here and look over there, or if you need to look over here. You got to have tunnel vision turned off in this game. That I assure you. Okay, let's go over to their base and see. Oh, now you got me. Nice shot. Where am I at now? 38 kills. Let's hit the 40 mark. 39 and 40. So there's 40 kills right there. And trust me, if you can get a lot of kills in this game, you get noticed. You get noticed. You got kids talking trash to you. You got good players saying good game. And then if I want to give somebody karma, I basically do this. I will let me fall back first. So the way you give karma in this game, and karma is basically reputation, or basically another way of saying good game or good shooting. So if I want to do that, I basically select somebody's username. The username will pop up here, and I'll just select the plus right here, and it says successful adjusted karma. You can give that to any player you want at any time, but you only can give them a karma every 24 hours. So if you know that if you want to give somebody karma, which is not required, you can give them karma by, it's another way of saying good game or good shooting, or just, respect. They might be a friend of yours, they might be a teammate and you were impressed with what they did. Karma is another way of saying good job. That's all that karma is. You see, I got 53 karma points. So that means I had 53 times where somebody said either good game, good shooting, or thank you, So, like, if I were looking at the best player right now who's almost at 1,000, he's got 210 karma. And you can see these are all the guns he's ranked, and he's played since June of 2024. You look at mine, I played since October of 2024, and I've gotten this far. His experience points, he's almost at 200,000 experience points. So when he hits 200,000 experience points, he'll hit a level 1,000. See me? So you can tell I got a long way to go from the best player in the game. But this goes to show you that this is the type of game where you not only work on your aiming, but you can get respect by getting yourself ranked with the weapons, activities, levels, or even karma. And that's basically the gist of AimXR. So, I hope you guys got good enough footage of me playing. I'm going to go back to the video and take a look at myself. But you guys got to see, for the third time, a review of my review on AimXR. This game is the type of game that allows you to work on your aiming and shooting at different targets. And it's a great game to use grenades, your pistols, shotguns, and snipers. And you can play the game regardless if you have a gun stock like I do, or if you just want to play strictly with just your controllers. It don't matter. But if you want to take your FPS experience seriously, then I strongly recommend getting a gun stock of your type. Now, if you want to learn more about these gun stocks, check out my links in the description below for gun stocks. And you can learn about the gun stocks I've already reviewed on, or you can look at other gun stocks on the market. So it's up to you if you want to have a gun stock with this game or not, but the most important thing is knowing how to aim regardless if you have one or not. And AimXR, I believe, is one of the best games to play when it comes to that matter. So I thank you guys for watching my review on AimXR. I thank you guys for being behind me on my journey to reach level 300. You guys can watch my level 200 video in the description as well on my playlist. My playlist in the description below will show all my AimXR videos. So if you want to look at the reviews, you want to look at my gameplay, or if you want to look at my tips and tricks on how to get better and look at that playlist, you can look at all the videos I have available on there. So again, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment down below if you have any questions or concerns or what you liked about this video. And most importantly, to my new viewers, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more gameplay to where you guys will see my journey of reaching level 300 on AimXR, as well as the other gameplays that I show here on my YouTube channel. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next gaming video. Peace. I'm out.